meget heldigt. Hello.
I think it is active.
Yo!
Yeah.
Wavy is always the first guy, and he's always commenting yo. The shred theory. Hello. Hello. Yo. Sub up. Yo.
Daddy Ben.
Vil du holde?
Ja.
Jeg tror, hvis du skal skubbe den en smule der, så går den ikke ud. Men ikke meget lidt. Slet ikke så meget. For bare lade være, faktisk.
Ta ta ta.
I'm trying to fix the sound so we can hear something.
Yeah, right now we can hear shit. There is no sound we can listen to, so.
But I think we should be good now.
What's poppin'? Ben's ace.
That's kind of sus. Bench check. Okay, bro. We'll do a bench check. Bench press check. Any recent PR, Didde?
Well, I had a comp a few weeks back where I did a new PR in deadlift.
Yeah.
So that was nice, 152.5 kilos. I don't think it's that one. There was a bench one as his first.
I would just like to see what this is.
Huh. Wow.
Aha.
Nom.
Nom. Are you use any roid? Are you use any roid?
Not right now.
Well, same for me.
Shut up, Dan. What?
Who's Dan?
I think it's Dan who wants you to do a form check on his 272.
Can you form check? Yes, we will. Webcam not working.
Oh no.
Okay, what do we think about this bench press?
I think it looks okay.
I think it looks pretty decent. The only thing I can see is the leg drive is a bit inconsistent. It's like 0 at the eccentric and then you're exploding on the concentric. So I want to keep a more constant tension all the way through. You can maybe try Spodo press. Who is she? Who is she?
I just got here.
This is Didde.
I'm Didde, also known as Didde.
Didde is Ben's girlfriend, and she's also a powerlifter.
Yes.
Or
somebody did an 840 kilo front squat PR. Whoa. We have to check that out.
Okay.
But do we have anything more to say to? I think it was actually M who called me as the winner of the front bicep.
Yes.
He has a pretty good one himself, I can see.
I cannot seem to find your 400 kg front squat, so we're gonna go with the conventional deadlift here.
Seriously, how difficult is it to do it with that many small plates?
I would think you should work on your starting position a little. maybe learn to pull slack and not let your hips rise that much.
Yeah, it's really a grip and
Rip.
yeah.
But overall, it's fairly decent. Maybe a better setup would help you.
I think we should check out Dan
I was
Wheeler's.
about to say. We have checked this guy before. I see.
But it's not that one.
Go on.
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
272 deadlift.
I think it has to be that one.
Come on, Dad. Oh.
A little bit.
Very good starting position.
Yeah.
This is a very good starting position.
Come on, Dad. Oh.
I mean, it's not competition standard with a little hitch at the end,
But it's so little that with a like give it a couple of months and then that won't be an issue anymore. And I could imagine that at lighter weights it's not a problem.
Come on, Dad. Oh.
Is it a deadlift bar?
No, I don't think so.
It's a stiff bar.
I think this is stiff bar, right? Didn't feel it.
Come on, Dad. Oh.
Looks like it's stiff bar. How do we get rid of the hitching?
Come on, Dad. Oh.
I think it's the hips that you need to shoot in.
Okay, it is a stiff bar.
Come on, Dad. Oh.
But it is damn impressive.
Come on, Dad.
Impressive.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like it's not really an issue with the upper back. It's more the hips you need to shoot in. So you gotta practice that last bit.
Come on, Dad. Oh.
Yeah.
You can do that through like hip thrusts or Romanian deadlifts or something like that. You gotta figure out how you want to train your like glutes or the hip thrusts last portion of the lift, because it seems that's the limiting factor. I suggest that you can try and go wider.
Come on, Dad.
It looks like you have space for it. That should make it a little harder off the floor. That doesn't seem to be a big issue. But your leverages for the lockout would be easier.
Come on, Dad. Oh.
And then when you approach the top, imagine like flexing the quads. Because it also seems like the knees maybe come out a bit and are a bit soft. So you see here, they are out, and then they come in, and then they almost go out again here. So try to avoid that. You can do that by imagine flexing your quads or whatever cue works for you. But all in all,
Come on, Dad.
Very nice.
very strong bit. We also gotta see the 340 kg double deadlift.
Ooh. Ah. Wow. I think you have to be pretty equal in height in order to pull that off.
But they are not.
Nah. Oh, you can see there's a bit of a strength difference. And because the body...
But he's also locking out way lower than the other guys.
Yeah, yeah. Nice.
But very nice. Why are you so thick? Just squat, bench, and deadlift. I'm like 3 inches shorter. Damn. Okay.
I think we should check cosmic power.
Yes. Cosmic power. We'll do that. You're also on the post that I made earlier.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's gonna be his.
great PR.
Yeah,
Perfect strongman.
but you can sit it down now.
Please stop it. Gotta show what the weight is.
Nice.
Perfect strongman deadlift.
Yeah.
I would say you can work on your
Start position.
Off
Yeah.
the floor here. First of all, you need to, or you will probably benefit from learning to pull a leg a bit better and creating tension before pulling. Because it's very like grip and rip here. But you keep your upper back very clean here actually. That's very nice to see. Your hips also don't rise that much actually.
Nice.
I'm not sure exactly why you're hitching. Maybe just don't you get rid of that.
Yes.
Because it seems like you're coming off in a fairly good position and then you're just shooting your knees forward.
Yeah, but is it me or would the hips be better off a bit lower?
Nah, I think this is a fine hip position.
Okay.
A fairly normal hip position at least. If you can get them lower, then sure, but many people will never be able to do that.
Oh.
But here
Is where the trouble begins.
it's where the trouble begins. You need to learn to stay tight in the like back side of like the glutes, spinal erectors, and hamstrings and all that stuff. You need to be able to hinge the lift instead of this. Yeah, I would also maybe recommend you do it without shoes. It seems like they have a heel, which are not helping for that. Yeah. Maybe do some stiff-legged or Romanian deadlifts. Try and get rid of them. But also, yeah, the same as the last guy. Imagine flexing your quads when you approach the top. And don't pitch at lower weights. If you're training for strongman, it's fine that on max attempts like this that you're hitching, but when you're at the lower weights, don't. Because it's going to be a big issue in later years when you have hitched all the way, all the time, for all the lifts.
Yeah, it's a habit that needs to be broken.
On competition days or peak, if you're a strongman, then sure you can hitch, but in training we don't want to do that.
No.
But all in all,
But I like your face in this video, like, oh, look what I did! It's so nice! And you're just arrogantly standing with it in your hands. I like that. Yeah!
but that's awesome though.
So congrats on a nice lift. You're gonna break that 200 very soon.
I have a gift for your next coming powerlifting birthday. What does that mean? We're gonna check CHEK Kennedy. It sounds like Clarence Kennedy.
It would be nice. It would be so cool if Clarence Kennedy asked you for a form check. Damn.
Clark Kennedy. Hello? Hello, Ben. Hello. Okay. So I see you're trying to stay more upright. but I think you are trying to have your hips in a lower position than you actually can have. So your quads aren't strong enough to actually stay in this position. So your hips therefore shoot up here, so you can recruit your spinal erectors, glutes to help lift. And with that, they're probably they probably shoot up more than you want to. So I think what you want to do is find a higher hip position than the one you're trying to have down here. Like you're trying to lift the weight with a lower hip position than this, but you want to find a bit higher, but not this higher hip position. And then you're also almost trying to shrug the rate here. You can see here your shoulders are like rolled up, trying to shrug it. You can avoid that by you can see it on your shoulders here that they roll up and come down. I think you want to. There's different cues. Different people like different cues, but I like the one where you take your shoulders and roll them back and down, and you want to keep them there the entire lift from the bottom to the top. Then you don't have to do this overextend at the top where you roll it all the way back like this. You want to roll it back from the beginning, back and down, and keep it there.
Also, when we're at this frame, oh, okay, yeah. You can see the bar is a bit far from your thighs,
Yeah.
so you might also want to practice keeping it like aligning with your legs all the way through the pull.
I think this is a byproduct of your hips shooting back this much, because then your knees will also shoot back, and then the bar comes in front of you, or you come behind the bar, whatever.
You might actually be a weightlifter trying to do some, I don't know.
Yeah, that could be, but this also goes for weightlifting.
Also, you have plenty of strength.
Yeah, it seems like that.
It's very easy.
It's just form work.
Yeah.
It seems like. There's also some people like the cue to flex your triceps when lifting, to avoid the arms getting in this position, which is ineffective for whatever. But all in all, it looks fairly good. You have just a little bit to work on. So if you keep doing these form works, then I'm sure it will work out great.
Now, you mentioned that you don't usually deadlift, but I think you should continue to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Make it a routine.
And you can just start like this, maybe go up very slowly and work on the technique. You also have some gains to like get there in terms of strength. But all in all, looks good, man. First like. Where can I send you the clip so you can check it? I'm gonna do Instagram DMs again, or we can do Instagram DMs again. So you can just send your clips to my Instagram.
And we'll take them from the top and do as many as we like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His max is 170, so this is just some form work.
Okay, yeah.
We want to see that actually. If it's on your channel, it is.
Yeah.
To 1 hour end, which is 1 rep max. Hips in, that's it. Pull taut in. Pull taut.
Yeah,
Drive your legs.
You got it, yes.
Nice. Yeah. That was so good.
Very nice. The angle is a bit awkward.
Yeah.
So it might look like it's like soft lower, but nah, it's fine.
To 1 hour end, which is
Lightweight.
Hips in, that's it. Pull tight in. Pull
Hi,
tight.
Ron King.
I can see your body is giving you the cue, hips in, stay in your quads. I think you're overdoing that, which is, it is a nice cue for some people, but I think you're overdoing that cue. Because just like before, you're forcing you in a position you cannot keep, so as soon as the lift starts, you get out of this position.
Go, 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 yes!
Yes, mate.
Yes, mate.
Sounds very British.
Yeah. All right.
Have you guys seen some clips? Yep, sir.
Noise.
I see one right here. Side view squat from Luca. No problem, Clark Kennedy. I mean, to have a good brace, that's typically the number one issue with these squats. I think it actually looks fairly good.
There is some depth,
Obviously,
but
for powerlifting, you would want a deeper squat, but if it's not for powerlifting, that's what it is.
I think also there might be some overextension of the
Lower back.
yeah.
Yeah. You can say that you're maybe trying
Like
to
you're arching.
You're arching / overextending your lower back a little, maybe. I think you can also see this on your stomach almost. That you're like trying to brace up here, which is typically why you're arching in the lower back, or the other way around. That you're trying to arch in the lower back and therefore you're bracing up here. If you're going to brace more in the belly, you should get rid of the lower back arch and also butt wink coming with that.
I think depth might be achieved with weightlifting shoes. It seems like you're wearing normal shoes. But also want to compliment on your balance. It's really good. It's not like you're tipping either forward or backwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe you should learn to brace more in the belly. You can like try a belt if you don't have one. I don't know, but if you have one, then try a belt and just get that feeling in. You don't have to use the belt when squatting, but the feeling of expanding the belt, that is the kind of brace you want to have, and not the brace up here. But overall, it looks very good, man.
Yeah. Maybe, but that's just the detail. Walk out backwards.
Yeah. You're walking out 180 degrees, the opposite what you normally would. But yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Looking decent.
Yep. Oh, we just got like a million requests. We're just gonna take them from an order here.
Yeah.
Next up is
Oi! Damn!
a deadlift grind.
Yes, please. Let's
That's
do it again.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Nice. You're actually keeping your bottom position fairly good. It's only the upper back that's losing tightness. But it seems like you can get that back. Like you can lock it out, so it's not costing you that much. That's obviously the slack pull that you want to practice. But
I think I would. You are hovering a bit in your lockout, so I would try to stand completely still, because in the top you are swaying a bit back and forth.
think you want to. I think the biggest issue here is the slack pull, because you lose some tightness from the like very bottom. Maybe you should practice post deadlift right off the floor.
Yeah.
Um,
But man, you have
it's a good grind.
you have an awesome grind phase. It's right from the beginning, and it's so cool. So don't work on that. It's already there. Yeah.
Nice.
Noise.
And then we have from here and up. This is a 190 kg squat.
Ooh.
Powerlifting style with SBD knee sleeves and build and wrist wraps and,
Yeah.
and squat shoes. Everything is up. And nice depth.
Wow.
It looks pretty competition perfect.
That could easily be an opener.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Maybe a little high, but
Yeah.
it's hard to tell from this angle. But looks pretty close to perfect depth.
Yeah.
So also very nice squat,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. You have a really good technique.
There's not much to say about this.
Other than congrats on your squat.
I would say you can work on your brace at the top. This is 190 kg. It seems like you're doing the thing that I also used to do, where you're right before the lift when you're bracing, you're almost like with the upper back rolling them up and keeping it down again. So you can see here,
Yeah.
right before the lift, you're lifting the bar up and down, which means that you are losing some upper back tightness.
But seriously, the way that you keep your upper body and your elbows, it's nice, man. I can see that you've put in a lot of work.
It's a very nice squat.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much the only big thing. Your stance also looks pretty perfect for your build, and yeah, the upper back tightness / brace at the top, but that's about it.
Yeah. Now you're just mocking everybody.
Can have better depth. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can if you you should strive for a little deeper squats.
Yeah.
But it's not far off.
No. I would say 3 centimeters and you're good to go.
Yeah. My upper back is my biggest weakness. Yeah. You can also try stuff like front squats or safety bar squats or something for that thing, because it's your thoracic extension or whatever you want to call it in your upper back. It's like keeping it up here. That seems to be the thing. But yeah, you can try that if you want to. Yeah, practice the portion right before the lift, the brace up here. If you want to, like, maybe do the cue of ribs down brace, which should also help you get more pop here in the bottom or whatever. But all in all, very good squat, man. Very nice.
Yeah. We like that.
True powerlifting style.
Hello.
We did already see this one.
We did?
Yes. I think so.
Yeah, we
Yes.
did. We did.
It is this one. Form check?
Yes.
We will do a form check. Oh, this looks to be 405. Very high build position, without knee sleeves, with wrist wraps and with squat shoes.
Oh,
Very nice.
that depth, man.
Perfect. Damn.
Boing.
Very, very nice. And he just keeps ripping it. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. That's very nice. Very fun belt position you have, but it seems to work really well for you. There doesn't seem to be an issue at all.
No. Martin Faber has it the same way.
We see other powerlifters with that.
Yeah. Other strong powerlifters.
Yeah.
That bottom position.
That's very
nice.
It's crazy that you can have this strong, this bottom position and be strong here.
Yeah, also because you hold the same position with your back all the way through, so you have clearly a very strong core and back.
Yeah, I think there is a small amount of hip rising, but it's not a big deal.
Matthias would place the belt higher, maybe around the tits.
Yep. I think there's a small amount of hips rising. You can see your back angle changes a little bit throughout the lift, but
I think that might just be like technical fatigue when repping. Maybe.
But it's very good all in all. That's the same issue as before with the upper back tightness brace before the lift.
You can see the bar gets a bit wobbly.
You can also see it is on the way down, rolling a little bit forward and then coming back. I think that is a byproduct of that. You can see on the eccentric, the bar is like rolling like onto the neck almost, and then coming back again. This is 405. It looks like. But yeah, I think the upper back tightness is the biggest thing to practice here. But all in all, a very, very nice squat.
You have a very nice squat. Seriously, that bottom position.
Okay.
I just think it's really cool.
It is really cool.
Wow, that was a nice deadlift.
Yeah, that is a very nice deadlift. We see some very nice deadlifts at the moment.
You guys are getting great.
Very nice leg pull here. Not much to say actually. It looks like you could benefit from maybe standing a bit wider. And maybe you're like getting off your heels a little bit at the top. It seems like you're like losing balance or something a little.
Are you shaking your head when you've just put the weights down?
Yes.
Why? It was such a nice deadlift.
Maybe it was grip.
Yeah.
Couldn't hold it for that long in the logout.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, I can see it kind of sliding in his fingers.
But it is a very nice deadlift. You also managed to keep this very tight upper back position throughout the whole lift. There is like the starting signs of a hitched deadlift. This is not hitched, I would say, but
it's not.
But there is the temptation of you can see this position is a little hitched position.
Yeah.
I would still not call it a hitched lift, but maybe practice like flexing the quads or whatever cue works for you to get rid of that. Maybe being patient at the top, because sometimes it's because you want to log it out right now, so just shoot in your knees and get it up. But that's not the way to go. But all in all, it's very good lift, man.
Yeah.
Just starting to work on deadlifts probably. Okay. 10 kg deadlift form check.
We're doing tempos, I see.
Very slow, easy.
Are those weightlifting shoes? Yeah.
Yes.
Nah, no, it's not.
I think they are.
I don't think so. I think it's a special indoor brand of Adidas.
But it looks like there's a heel right there at least.
No, it's the design. I know what shoes they are.
Okay. There is a small amount of hips rising. And maybe also a leg of brace. Because it looks like you're a little overextended here.
Yeah, I thought about that too, but couldn't point to what the reason was.
I think the reason is the leg of brace. It seems like you want to not like break your back and therefore you're overarching your lower back, which actually does the opposite. So we want to like rotate your hips a little inwards and then do a ribs down brace.
Yeah, you kind of want to tuck yourself together.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, like you're doing a crunch.
Yeah, like you're doing a crunch while still keeping your chest up.
Yeah.
But doing a crunch down here. So you want to keep that upper back tightness that you have, but want to change the position of the lower body slash hips here. You could try using a belt and just like, you don't have to deadlift with it, but just imagine that when bracing out against the belt. It's the same feeling one have there. You cannot brace against the belt in all directions while having an arched back, at least not very good. I think that's the main thing to work on. But all in all, very clean deadlift.
I feel like I'm getting educated too, you know. Ever since we started doing these form checks, I'm like, yeah, that makes so much sense.
I just watch too much powerlifting stuff.
He doesn't want to squat. He said he'll probably fail.
60 kg squat. Very, very heavy.
Let's go.
Crazy eccentric.
Up.
Let's see if we can keep. Actually good.
Ah, you got it.
It seems to be very quad dominant.
He doesn't want to squat. He said he'll probably fail.
Like your knees go way over your toes from all the way from the start. There's a bit with the heels coming off the ground. Because you're almost trying to stay a bit too much in your quads than your mobility can handle, I think.
Ah, you got it.
Your upper back tightness seems to be fairly
He doesn't
good.
want to squat. He said he'll probably fail.
I think from the bottom position, the hips are rising a little bit. And also you can see the elbows shooting up.
I was about to say, with the elbows, you probably want to tuck them down a little more from the start of the lift.
He'll probably fail.
To create a better shelf, or whatever you want to call them, the upper back tightness.
He doesn't want to squat. He said he'll probably fail.
Maybe get a bit closer grip on with the hands.
He'll probably fail.
And maybe don't like get so much toes and knees over the toes, because it seems like first of all your mobility can't handle it, as you can see here on the feet, but also your hips are rising a little, which is indicator of that, and you're getting like out of position. So the bar, if you see it from the side, it will probably look a little like this. It's going over here and then coming back here.
Yeah.
I would imagine. think you want to get your hips a little farther back. Maybe you can, because you are still extremely strong in the quads.
Probably fail.
For some reason, because you can push in this position here. So you probably want
fail.
to maybe shoot your hips back a bit more, maybe stand a bit closer, a bit more narrow, and point your toes out even more. That should be easier for the mobility. If your hips can handle it, and then you can stay in that position, a bit like the guy we saw before with the belt up here. I think you want a squat that looks a bit more like this, like that.
Also, you might want to consider some other shoes because those have a very soft bottom. So either flat ones with a very
He doesn't want to squat.
with a very small sole, or some weightlifting shoes. But I don't think weightlifting shoes.
He doesn't want to squat. He said it'll probably fail.
Okay.
Because you can see when the heel's starting getting off the floor, it's often because of poor ankle mobility.
Okay.
And
I have that too.
He said it'll probably fail.
and
Maybe-
weightlifting shoes help you.
Yeah.
So maybe to get some shoes with a heel, and you can experiment with the stance, but I think it looks like you would benefit from standing a bit more narrow, toes pointed out, and keeping the upper back position, and then you can, with your very, very strong quads, stay in this upright, like clear up and down position. It seems
He
like
said
you
it'll
have
probably
the,
fail.
potential for that, for a very nice squat. This is also a nice squat.
Yeah.
This guy is also, by the way, like commenting on every video.
Oh,
It's pretty epic.
he's an OG.
He's an OG.
Noise.
Very nice.
All right.
Look, he also got a Kamsa hoodie.
Yay! We like that.
We like that. No way.
Yeah, way.
Dumbbell
That is some very heavy dumbbells, man.
I didn't even realize the weight until now. Oh yeah. Ron King. You're doing some very heavy dumbbell presses.
Oh.
Okay, we're form checking a dumbbell press. I've never done that before.
I don't think I can do that.
Okay, but we're gonna do
But looks
that.
very nice.
Looks good. Okay. I think we're gonna do it in a like. You probably want to do dumbbell press for hypertrophy, right? So we're gonna do a form check with that in mind. That you're doing this for hypertrophy, we're saying. That actually looks very good.
Yeah. But hypertrophy is just less weight, more reps.
Well, hypertrophy is like mechanical tension pretty much, and it's easier to get more. The camera froze, but it was a pretty nice place.
Yeah,
though.
it was the best place. It looks like your left arm is a bit stronger than your right.
Yeah, but then it's good that you're doing this.
Yes.
Evil Empire. Life.
It's working again.
15 reps and 50 kg.
But Ron King, this is some serious weight.
Heavy ass weight.
Yeah.
I think if you want to do this for hypertrophy, you want to maybe do less of a bounce in the bottom. This is like the equivalent of a
Touch
and go bench press, I would say. But I don't know. It's a dumbbell press. It's very impressive, but it's not really squat bench deadlift. Very nice. We're gonna form check Matthias. Epic.
We know Matthias.
Matthias is a Danish powerlifter. He's also at.
He is a record holder in the 83 weight class in deadlift, 250 kilos, if I recall correctly.
Yes, 0.5.
Oh, 0.5. Some
Perfect
piss weak squats, and then you're bouncing them like there's nothing.
Okay, this is actually a very nice squat. As expected, of course.
Yes.
I don't really know what to pinpoint here, to be honest. The only thing that I can see that your knee sleeves are not like the same height. One of them is higher than the other one, but I don't know. Very nice brace.
Depth on point.
It's like way better squat form than me, but yeah, Christ. We're going into many details with this.
I can't see anything.
The only thing I can see is your elbows are very close to touching your quads in the bottom position. You can see.
But that might just be the angle.
It might just be the angle, but they are changing a little from the eccentric to the concentric. It's not the exact same position they are in, which could be a upper back tightness or like leg of tightness switch that you want to practice. But
Matthias is an aspiring referee, so that being said, elbows touching quads is a no-no.
Yeah, I think they are very close too.
Yeah.
I think also from this angle, they are very close to touching. But it seems like you want to have them further in, which seems like a good position for you. So it kind of sucks that your quads are in the way. Life with big quads be like.
I don't know that life. Rip.
Christ. I think it could be that you're losing a little upper back tightness and then getting it back. Because your elbows are coming down very nice, then in the bottom position they're like switching up and coming back down again. Or in the same position again.
But it's very little. It's so small details, Matthias. You're just mocking us by sending this.
It's like way better than my squats.
Yeah, also mine. So thank you for that.
But it is very nice squat.
Yes.
There's K. There's come.
Ooh, a lot.
A lot of more. Yes.
I think
no problem.
It has to be Bailey, the next one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that guy.
I've already liked it before I've seen it.
Yeah.
That's some next level stuff. RPE no.
Hips are a bit high. But then, no, it doesn't seem to be a problem.
It seems like a lot of very strong, so
Yeah. What is the problem, man?
I think it's put up some more weight.
Yes.
Overextending.
Nah, you see that quite a lot at competitions. No, it's more like to be sure kind of extension. I wouldn't say it's overextended. I can see why you might think so.
But maybe it's because the shoulders, he doesn't seem to be in a very nice position though. Look at his face.
Yeah, back just isn't rounded enough. That's because it's so lightweight.
You need to relax in your shoulders a bit more, man. Look out. It seems like you're up here. You're like half a shrug.
Yeah.
Keep it up there.
Yeah.
The same cue as I used before. Like roll your shoulders back and down and keep them there.
Also, keeping him down might like give you
One or two on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
range of motion. Deadlift like Didde and Ben. Break your back.
No. We don't break our backs, we just arch our spine.
In the opposite direction.
Yes, what's wrong with that?
I don't see an issue.
It's so graceful. Then it has to be forward. Yes. Fort McDougal.
I DM you. The ones that we don't catch in this stream, we will do it after.
Yes. Oh, full SPD.
Yeah. Very nice.
Definitely have got a hold of the brace.
Yeah. There is the like up and down thing again.
Yeah.
There is some cues to get here. First of all, depth is not competition standard, and since you have all this SPD gear, I suppose you want to compete. Yeah, it's not competition standard, but it doesn't need much more.
Yeah,
it's
but
just a few centimeters.
it looks like you're strong in your back and glutes, like Ben and I, because you kind of do the same thing where you shoot up your hips and then kind of do half a good morning with your back. And here the cue, I've been working on this a lot, and my cue is just to kind of stay in the quads.
Stay in the quads is a cue that can work. Not letting your hips rise like this, because you can see you get off the hole in. You get from the hole in another position that you end up in. This is your position that you want to push up from, but you end up pushing from this position, which is not the same. So you maybe want to start with the hips shooting them more back, so you don't have to. So they are already. Because they're anyways gonna get shot back with that much of a stronger back than quads. But always when you're at lighter weights, then do the cue, like stay in quads.
What is that, 180?
I have no idea.
How many plates? It looks like there are 3, maybe. How many?
But we also don't know what plates they are, what the plates are.
Yeah, but if...
Front squats are good for that. Yes, front squats could be a very good thing for
also
you.
safety bar squats.
Safety bar squats if you don't want to
Yeah.
have that issue.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. He's in the new thing already here.
Yeah.
I suppose his deadlift is very good. Looking at his squat.
Yes.
That is a very strong deadlift. What is that, like 270, 260? The squat was 180. And what? Very nice deadlift, man. Very nice.
Seems like you're a deadlift specialist. Yeah, 272.5. So we have a deadlift specialist, everybody.
That's very nice.
Also, he's doing it conventional.
Yeah, but that's cheating you also.
Looks very nice.
Conventional is kind of cheating though. So. Would be cool if they did sumo, but
Then it would be Mikkel Rasmussen. Yes.
yes, sounds Danish.
Yes.
Cheating. What?
It looked like he began and then he regretted it.
And then he tried again.
Yeah.
You cannot do that, bro. He tried and then failed, and then he tried again.
Yeah.
What?
Also wearing sleeves for deadlift.
You cannot do that, man. You need to, like...
Hold den, så kommer jeg lige tilbage.
Okay. How many times a month should I break my wrist for optimal bench run?
A lot.
Yes.
Just break it enough that it stays in the same position, then you don't need to break it anymore.
First of all, when attempting a deadlift, you want to stay in the bottom hole and stay there until the weight leaves the floor. And if it doesn't leave the floor, then you can either slowly raise the hips or like, I don't know, just don't try again. But in this case, you just tried again and it worked. So I think that's because your position was a little different. Let's see. Yeah, you're letting your hips rise a bit more, which seems like a good thing. Well, it's not a good thing that the hips are rising, but it's a good thing that they are up there. Your hips need to be in a little higher position. And then you want to try and keep the upper back tightness a bit more from the bottom, so you don't end up in a suboptimal this position. You don't want to end up here. So I would try and stand a bit wider, practice the upper back tightness, and find out your hip position and stay with that hip position. But yeah, okay deadlift. Some stuff to work on, but all in all, very strong. Lots of foundation strength. Six x3, good for deadlift PPL. It could be. Depends on what you're doing on the other day and what you want to. But 6x3 is normally one of my go-to sit and rep ranges. So, yes. 150 kg for 6 reps. BCG from another universe.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, those plates. Damn.
Damn.
Ah, stop. Thank you.
Okay, so first of all, slack pull. I think it looks like your second rep is even faster than your first rep, and that could be why. You need to pull some more slack, and then it also seems like the very common issue
Yeah, with the shoulders. No.
with the shoulders and also with the hip position, but those two go together. But you're trying to push from this position, which you cannot, so you end up in this position instead, where your hips are way higher than they're supposed to be. So you want to find out where you want to start with your hips, because it's not here. It's higher than this, but it's lower than this, most likely. But yeah, also the upper back thing. Wait. I don't think the upper back is that big of a deal, actually. Okay, that rep it was.
Also, you get a big, you hang a bit. You can see, like, you almost kind of have to, you have to keep it closer to your legs all the way up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna end up, when the weight gets heavier, it's gonna be difficult you to lug it out, because you kind of have to shrug it. But I would like to mention that you are repping my almost max. So that's kind of... So yeah.
So yeah, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. But yeah, the upper, it's a bit inconsistent. Sometimes the upper back tightness is okay, the other times not, and yeah, I think slack pull would help you a lot. What do we take? A few more?
Yeah.
We can do
Matthew.
this one. How would you improve this, Sumo? It didn't move off the floor, then it moved like this. Yeah. Whoa. Fairly good. What do you think?
I would just have to see the lockout again with the hips.
Yeah, the soft lockout?
Yeah, a little...
I don't think he can lock it out that much more with that close of a grip, actually.
No.
I think it's an okay lockout. It just looks a bit awkward because he's holding so narrow. But how is he supposed to lock more out than this?
Yeah, you're right.
Very, very narrow grip. Which doesn't seem to negatively affect you that much, to be honest.
I don't know, a personal concern of mine would be the socks. I would be afraid to slip, but there might be some butts under it.
Maybe stand a bit wider.
Yeah, Ben recommends maybe standing a bit wider, but it doesn't seem to necessarily be the best way to start. I think you have a great deadlift. But in terms of not having moved at the beginning and then all of a sudden doing this, I think it's about patience, maybe. Also, it's a mindset, I think. But great deadlift. You definitely have some more kilos in you. Now, I'ma do the next one. Bow, bow. Chen. Form check, please. We can do that. Another deadlift. We haven't had any bench. Yeah. Okay, so you're definitely doing the slack pull. Oh yeah. Nice. It looks like from this angle that your knees are caving a bit in, which might be an indication of the need to actually stand a bit narrower, a bit more narrow. But that is some serious weight you're repping here, man. Also, I thought so. It looks like your body weight isn't in the heavier alley. So, doing 190 for fives, weighing only like 65 kilos, that's impressive, man. Ooh. I can see that you clearly aren't paying attention to me right now since Ben is posing in the background.
Well, how did you know?
Yeah, oh, that grind, man. You have a seriously nice grind face. Okay, but what do we say to his deadlift?
190 kg for 5 reps.
Yes.
Body weight of 64. That's crazy.
Yes. I kind of mentioned that his knees look like they're caving a bit inwards, but that might be the angle.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, some people are just gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Like it'd be like that sometimes. But in most cases, if your knees are caving in like that, I would just stand a bit closer.
Yeah.
Take a bit more narrow stance.
Yeah.
Or from the bottom position, it looks like you have a very, very good bottom position here.
Yeah. Might also be mobility in the hips.
Yeah, I was about to say, try to maybe... Let me see the bottom position. Yeah, maybe you can get the hips a bit like closer to the bar and open up a bit more. It might require some mobility work, but it seems like you would benefit from that, because as soon as you get off the floor, you have a very strong logout, since it's such a good starting position you're getting off from. I don't know. I don't think there's much to work on this.
No.
This bottom position looks very efficient. I mean, if you could open a bit more up at your hips, maybe point out your feet a bit more, and if you could do that, then I think your knees would stop giving in, and it would be an even more extreme of this already very good bottom position. But all in all, very good, man.
Yeah.
Form check, please. Was it this one?
Yes. So we have to go for strive for greatness now. Oh. That was the one we just...
Want to do this?
Oh. Strive for... Yes.
Greatness. Form check. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's our style.
It's the spine breaker.
Yes.
Nice.
Every day spine day. Spine.
This is the bottom position you're trying to achieve. This is the one you're having. This is not the same.
If anyone had any doubt.
It's fine to be like, bruh. I think that your thank you. The hips are rising a little in this position, and your upper back tightness starts off fairly loose, but it's getting even more looser.
Yeah. I would think chest out.
Yeah, chest out Q could work. I mean, it's a very strong deadlift. It seems like there's like 200 kg on there. So you are very strong. I just think you need to work on your quad drive and upper back tightness. Very common issues.
Yeah.
But it seems like, yeah, I think you also need the cue with like taking your shoulders and rolling them back and down, and then actively try to keep them there from the bottom position. They obviously don't have to be like arched like this throughout the deadlift. That's not going to happen anyways. So I just want to have the feeling of like pulling your upper back like this. But honestly, your logout is not suffering at all from this very poor bottom position. Like, it's not a poor bottom position since you can't like log it out. But at least the hips rising, we want to get rid of that.
I'm just trying to notice if he could keep the bar a bit closer to his shins and thighs. Because you can see it starts and then it kind of...
I think it could like keep it a bit more tight, but
yeah,
not like a huge issue.
no.
Wait, can I send a form check video now?
Yes, send a DM to Benjamin B. McIntyre on Instagram.
We're probably not gonna review it.
Nah, I think we're gonna take like one more.
Yeah, but I will review it later.
Yeah, Ben is gonna be busy for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, well, I will do it in the next few days.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I will do all of them today because there's like 20 of them.
Yeah.
But if you do, I will review it 100%. Just, I don't know when, but I will review it. I promise.
Yeah. But you just keep striving for greatness. Because that's what he's called.
Useless. You have now been asking me for a very long time how to be more explosive. I have no idea, but practice singles with that cue in your head.
Yeah. Cue like...
Yeah. Cue that to yourself when you're lifting. Practice what you preach. And if you want to be explosive, then practice being explosive.
Yeah.
But in all cases,
Like, think how fast can I get this bar off my chest if it's bench or...
yeah, if that's what you want, you
Yeah.
have to practice that when you're lifting.
Yeah.
Also when just training, like low percent, everything. Practice that. How many rest days do you take? I have once a week a rest day, and
I
you
have 3.
3 a day.
3, yeah.
For the week.
But I also have other stuff to do. So, we already saw that one.
Thank you very much, Chen Kai Bin. It's no big deal.
I think it really depends on how much fatigue you get from your training. I, at the moment, get pretty high fatigue, but I think that's because it just needs some more deload.
Yeah.
Yeah, bench video!
Yes!
We need that.
Any reading recommendation you might have on creating my own program? I think I will make a video about how you can create your own program, but basically practice what you preach. Like, you gotta do the things that you want to achieve, like what you want to get out of it. You have to have a focus on that, and most people can have higher frequency than they think they can.
Oh, we have a great arch here.
115 kg bench, short pause, so it's not meant to be competition pause.
No.
But it's pretty close to, though.
Yeah. I think as a referee, what I would notice is that your elbows are not completely locked out in the start position, but they are when you finish. And if you do that in a competition, I don't know if you want to compete or not, but that that gives a red light with a blue underneath, because it has to be the same starting and ending position. But
you see, this is your starting position.
Yeah.
And
then when you log it out,
this is your logout position.
Yeah.
It probably isn't a big change for you to do, but you want to have your elbows locked out from the beginning and also at the end if you want to compete.
Also, some referees will tell you to log out your elbows, others will not.
Yeah, you just gotta do it.
Yeah.
It's your responsibility if you're competing.
You have a nice arch.
Yeah.
We like nice arches.
A very good arch.
Yeah.
And also very nice leg drive, it seems.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's not much to say about this, actually. It's very, very good.
Yeah. Like there's, you even mentioned it yourself, there's a short pause. So once again, if it has to be competition standard, a bit longer pause and elbows locked out, otherwise you're good to go, man. It's a really nice bench.
I think it's fairly close to a picture perfect bench like this.
Yeah.
Even the elbow position is nice. His wrists aren't broken. That's the problem.
Ah.
But this is a very good bench press.
Yes.
We're gonna wrap it up?
Yeah, I think so. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you very much for watching, guys.
Do a front double bicep.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think that was one comment I wanted to answer.
Yeah.
Then Didde, why is my progress better when I go gym twice a week compared to going 6 times a week?
I think it really depends on how you're training, because if you fatigue yourself completely 6 times a week, you're not getting enough rest to, well, build and recover.
You need to program it the way, if you're doing full body 2 times a week, compared to like upper lower split 6 times a week, that could be why, because it's very hard to recover from that compared to
Follow
2 times
me,
a week.
Subscribe. Also, I have cute cats.
Okay. But you just have to program it, figure out why, and then push pull legs.
Yeah.
Push pull legs 6 times a week is a hard to recover from thing to do. So.
Yeah. Also, I don't flex because I'm gonna hurt Ben's ego. I actually just won a front double bicep competition today, officially on his Instagram.
So like and subscribe. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. We will be back soon.
Yeah.